Hello brothers and sisters, welcome to my channel Yarn with Abarna. In this video tutorial I am going to show you how can we crochet this easy and beautiful baby frog. You can make this for all ages, all sizes. It is only depends upon the baby's neck circumference. So before going to this video tutorial, if you visit my channel first time means don't forget to subscribe my channel because I need your support. For this project, I am going to use 3.5 mm crochet hook. Now, let's start our project. I am going to start with a slip knot like this way. After making the slip knot, now I am going to make some basic chain according to your circumference of your neck. You can see, you can choose any one of your baby's measurement dress. You can see, this is the dress of my baby. Now I am going to make some basic chain according to this measurement. This is the circumference of your baby. So now I am going to make measurement for this. I am going to make some basic chain like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are going to make like this way. You can see totally I made 72 basic chain. After making my 72 basic chain, I reached this circumference of this baby dress. So you are going to make some basic chain until you reach the circumference of your baby dress. After finishing 72 basic chain, I reach the circumference of my next circumference of my baby's neck. So you can make some basic chain until you reach your measurement. Only for this reason you can make this dress for all ages, all sizes. After making this, you are going to count how many basic chains you did. Okay. Now we are going to do some calculation. So now I did 72 basic chain. This is vary from one to another. For this project, I am going to make total number of basic chain is equal to 72. This is vary from one to another. How many you have? That is divided by 8. So how many you have? That is divided by 8. Okay. Now you are going to write down like this. Front, then sleeve, back, then another sleeve, and also the another front part. Okay. Now I have 72 basic chain, that is divided by 2. You can see 72 divided by 8 means I get 9. This is vary from one to another. According to your measurement, you are going to do this calculation. So I get 9. I simply write down like for the front 9, sleeve 9, back 9, another sleeve 9, another front 9. So I write down like this, total of 5 times. Remaining I have 3 times. That 3 is added in your sleeve and also the back part. So for the front part I am going to use 9. For the sleeve I am going to use 18 chains. For the back 18 chains. For the sleeve 18 chain. And also the another front I am going to use 9 chains. This is vary from one to another. You are going to do this calculation for your measurement. You can see. So now you are going to add all this. 9 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 9 means you get 72. So the total number of the chain is same. So after do this calculation, now we are going to apply this for your project. So I already make 72 basic chain. After making your 72 basic chain, make chain 1 extra. This chain 1 is only for the turning purpose. Or you simply make a slip stitch into the first chain space. You can do either this. So now I am going to make a slip stitch into the first one. So you can see I simply make a slip stitch into the first chain space. This is my first chain space. Into this I am going to make a slip stitch like this way. Now for the front part I have 9 basic chains. So make chain 2, 1, 2. This chain 2 is counted as 1 HDC, that is 1 half double crochet. After this, move to the next chain space. You can see, after making this, move to the next chain space. This is my next chain space. Into this, I simply make my second half double crochet. This is my second half double crochet. So move to the next one. Into that, you are going to make your third half double crochet. You can see this is my next chain space. Into this I am going to make my third half double crochet. This is the next chain space. So into this I am going to make my third half double crochet. Move to the next. Into this I am going to make my fourth half double crochet. You can see, into the next I am going to make my fourth half double crochet. Move to the next. Into this I am going to make my fifth half double crochet. Continue the same total of 9 times. So I simply make 9 half double crochet using 9 basic chain. For the front I have 9. So I simply make 9 half double crochet. If you are reaching your 9th one, means according to your calculation you are going to how many you have. So I have 9. So I simply make 9 half double crochet. After finishing your 9th half double crochet, into the 9th chain space you simply make 1 half double crochet, chain 2, make 1 more half double crochet into the same, like this way. So in this you have like this. So you are going to mark this using stitch markers. You can see I simply mark this using stitch marker. After this I count, this is my first chain space. You can see this is the next one. I am going to count this. This is the first chain space. After this marker, so into this I am going to make my first half double crochet like this. Move to the next one. Into this I am going to make my second half double crochet, third half double crochet. Continue like this until you reach your 18th half double crochet. After reaching this 18th half double crochet, I will show you what are the next step for this project. After this marker, I am going to make 18th half double crochet. This is my 18th half double crochet. For the sleeve, I have 18. So I simply continue this for 18 times. After finishing the 18th half double crochet, into the same chain space, this is my first half double crochet. After making the first half double crochet, make chain 2. Make 1 more half double crochet into the same space. So yarn over once, insert the hook into the same space, pull this yarn. You have 3 loops, pull all through loops. So you can see you get like this. You simply mark this using stitch marker or alternate color yarn, that's your wish. So after this you are going to make 18 half double crochet. In your 18th half double crochet, make 1 half double crochet, chain 2, 1 half double crochet. After this you are going to make 18 half double crochet. In your 18th half double crochet, make 1 half double crochet, chain 2, 1 half double crochet. After remaining you have 9 chain space. Into that 9 chain space you simply make 9 half double crochet. After finishing this, I will show you what are the next step for this. You can see I nearly done this round. In the first 9 stitch, you can see in first I have 9. So I simply make 9 half double crochet. In my 9th half double crochet, I make 1 half double crochet, chain 2, 1 half double crochet. After that I have 18. So I make 18 half double crochet. In my 18th one, 1 half double crochet, chain 2, 1 half double crochet. For the back I have 18, so I make 18 half double crochet. In the 18th I make 1 half double crochet, chain 2, 1 half double crochet. For the sleeve I have 18, so I have 18 half double crochet. In my 18th one I make 1 half double crochet, chain 2, 1 half double crochet. For the front I have 9, so I simply make 9 half double crochet. After making 9 half double crochet, you reach the first 1. So in this I'm going to make a slip stitch into the second chain space because I'm going to start with chain 2. So I am going to make a slip stitch into the second chain space. This is the second chain space. Into this I am going to make a slip stitch. Now round 1 is completed. Now I am going to start with my round 2. For this round 2 I am going to make chain 2. 1, 2. This is count as 1 half double crochet. Move to the next chain space. Into this I am going to make my second half double crochet. Move to the next. Into this I am going to make my third half double crochet. Continue the same until you reach this marking place. You can see now I reach this marking place. Now I simply remove this marker. Into this chain 2 space. If you are reaching your chain 2 space means you simply make 1 half double crochet, chain 2, 1 half double crochet. Please remind that this is the chain 2 space. So into this space I am going to make 1 half double crochet, chain 2, make another half double crochet into the same, like this. After this you are going to place the marker. This is only for the identification. So now move to the next chain space. Into this you simply make 1 half double crochet in every chain space until you reach this marking place. If you are reaching this marking space means you simply make 1 half double crochet, chain to 1 half double crochet. After that you simply make 1 half double crochet. If you are reaching this means 1 half double crochet, chain to 1 half double crochet. Continue the same for this round. Now you get like this. You can see if you are reaching this marking place means I simply make 1 half double crochet, chain to 1 half double crochet. I nearly finish this round. To finish this round I am going to make a slip stitch into the second chain space. You are going to continue the same pattern. If you are going to make in your next row means make chain 2 in every chain space you simply make half double crochet. If you are reaching this place means chain 2 space means continue 1 half double crochet, chain 2, 1 half double crochet. You are going to continue repeat and repeat until you reach the length of the sleeve. Length of the sleeve means you are going to fold like this way. You can see this is the one front and this is the another front. So this two are sleeves and this is the back. So you simply fold like this way. Now you get the length of the sleeve. This is the length of the sleeve for this dress. So you are going to continue this until the length of the sleeve is same for your baby's measurement. So I am going to continue the same pattern. After reaching this, I'll show you what are the next step for this project. Okay. I hope you can understand this. If you have any doubt, please leave your comment in comment section. You can see I continue the same total of 9 times. After finishing 9 rounds, I reach the width of the dress. Width of the dress means plus, from this marker to this. This is the width of the dress. This is the length of the sleeve. So I reach the width of the length and also the length of the sleeve. So I am going to stop in this stage. You are continue until you reach the width of the dress and also length of the sleeve. Now I am here. You can see. So I simply start with chain 2, that is count as 1 half double crochet. So I am going to make chain 2. After making the chain 2, move to the next chain space. You can see this is the nearly chain space into this. So into this I am going to make my second half double crochet. Move to the next. Into this I am going to make my third half double crochet. Continue the same until you reach this marking place. I am going to place this marker. This is the chain 2 space and this is the next chain 2 space. Between these two chain 2 space I am going to place the marker. I follow the same for the another side. You can see this is the next chain 2 space. This is the another chain 2 spaces. So I am going to place the marker between these two. So I simply make 1 half double crochet in every chain space until you reach this marking place. You can see now I reach this marking place. Normally if you reach the marking place means we simply make 1 half double crochet, chain to 1 half double crochet. But in this stage after reaching the width of the dress, you simply make into this marking place, you simply make 1 half double crochet. Normally we make chain 2. For that instead of that we simply make one single crochet between these two chain two space. You can see now I am going to insert the hook into these two chain two space and I am going to make a single crochet. After making the single crochet, turn your project. So you can see the next chain two space. Into this chain two space I am going to make my another half double crochet. So now you get the sleeve part. You simply remove your marker. So you simply attach the sleeve. So after that we simply make one half double crochet in every chain space until you reach this marker. I simply make one half double crochet in every chain space. I reach the next marking place. So into this marking place I am going to make one half double crochet. Instead of chain 2 I am going to make a single crochet between these two chain space like this and turn your project. Into the next chain two space I am going to make my another half double crochet like this. So now I remove this marker. I get another sleeve. So I simply make one half double crochet in every chain space. To finish this, make a slip stitch into the second chain space. You can see I nearly finished this round. To finish this I am going to make a slip stitch into my second chain space. You can see into the second chain space 1 2, this is my second one. So into this I make a slip stitch. To start the next round, make chain 2. You simply make one half double crochet in every chain space. If you reach this space also, if you reach this sleeve also, you have one chain space. Into that chain space you simply make one half double crochet. Continue the same for this round. To finish this round, make a slip stitch into the second chain space. To start the next, make chain 2. You simply make one half double crochet in every chain space. You continue this pattern, repeat and repeat, round and round until you reach the hip size. So I am going to continue the same pattern round and round. After reaching my hip size, I will show you what are the next step for this project. You can see I continue the same pattern until I reach the hip size. After reaching this hip size, now we are going to work the down part of this frock. For this, now I am going to make chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 is count as 1 double crochet. After making chain 3, make chain 1 extra. So totally I have chain 4. Chain 3 is count as 1 double crochet plus chain 1. So totally I have 4 chains. After making 4 chain, skip the next chain space. This is the next chain space near to this. Skip the next chain space. Into the second chain space, I am going to make a cluster. Cluster means make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 more double crochet into the same space. So this is my first double crochet. Into the same space, I am going to make my second double crochet, chain 2, make 2 more double crochet into the same. 1 and then 2. So this is the called as cluster. After making this cluster, make chain 1, skip the next chain space. Into the second one, make 1 double crochet. Chain 1, skip the next chain space. Into the second one, make a cluster. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, make 2 more double crochet into the same. After making the cluster, make chain 1. Skip the next one into the second, make a double crochet. Chain 1, skip the next one into the second, make a cluster. Chain 1, skip the next one into the second, make a double crochet. Continue this pattern for this round. You can see I nearly done this round. To finish this round, I am going to make a slip stitch into the third chain space. Initially I make 4 chain. Into the third I am going to make, this is the third one, into this I am going to make a slip stitch like this way. To start the next round, make chain 3. 1 2 3 like this way, or you simply going to the next chain space. Into this chain space I make a slip stitch. Move to the next one. This is the 2 double crochet. In this cluster I make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So into this I am going to make a slip stitch. Ahead of these 2 double crochet I make a slip stitch. Now I reach this chain 2 space. Into this chain 2 space I make a slip stitch. Now into this chain 2 space I am going to make a cluster. So I make chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 is count as 1 double crochet. Into the same chain space, I am going to make my second double crochet. Then chain 2. Make 2 more double crochet into the same. 1 and then 2. Now you can see into this cluster I am going to make a cluster. After making this, make chain 1. Now you will reach the 1 double crochet. So into this 1 double crochet I am going to make 1 front post DC, 1 front post double crochet. So yarn over once, insert the hook like this way and make a front post double crochet like this way. Now you get like this. So after this, move to the next cluster. Into this chain 2 space I make 2 double crochet, chain 2, make 2 more double crochet into the same. 1 and then 2. After this, move to the next double crochet. Into this I am going to make 1 front post double crochet. Continue the same. Into the next chain 2 space, make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Into this double crochet, make a front post double crochet. Continue the same for this round. You can see I continue the same pattern. I make a cluster. After that, make chain 1, make front post DC, chain 1, cluster, chain 1, front post DC, chain 1, cluster, chain 1, front post DC, chain 1. Continue this pattern for this round. You can see into this chain 3 space, I make a front post DC. After this, make chain 1. So now I am going to make a slip stitch into the third chain space. After making this is the chain 3. This is count as 1 double crochet. This is the second double crochet. Ahead of this, I am going to make my second slip stitch. Move to this chain 2 space. Into this also I make a slip stitch. So now I reach this chain 2 space. Into this chain 2 space, I continue the same pattern what we did in previous row. We simply make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. That is count as 1 cluster. After finishing the cluster, chain 1. 1 front post DC, chain 1, cluster, chain 1, front post DC, chain 1. Continue the same for this round also. This is my first double crochet, chain 3, and then this is my second double crochet, then chain 2. Make 2 more double crochet into the same, 1 and then 2. After making this cluster, I am going to make chain 1, move to the next front post DC. Into this, I am going to make 1 front post DC, chain 1. Into this chain 2 space, make a cluster, chain 1, front post DC, chain 1. Continue this pattern total of 5 times. You can see this is my third row. So after finishing the third row, continue the same for 4 and 5. So after finishing the fifth row, if you are 4 or 5 rounds, that's your wish. You are going to continue the same pattern 4 or 5 rounds. After reaching 4 or 5 rounds, you are simply continue the same pattern, but we are going to slightly different from this. Continue the same. Into the cluster, we are making the cluster. But in fifth row, we simply make cluster means 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into the same space. So, for example, this is my fourth or fifth row means now I am going to work in my sixth row means. So, for example, if you assume this is my sixth row means I make chain 3. This chain 3 is count as 1 double crochet. Now I am going to make my second double crochet into the same. I am going to make my third double crochet, then chain 2, make 3 more double crochet into the same. 1, 2 and then 3. So after making this is count as cluster in your fifth or sixth row. That's your wish. You continue the same pattern for 4 or 5 rounds. After finishing that, you are going to change the pattern like this way. After making this 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, make chain 1. Into this front post DC, you simply make a front post DC. After this, move to the next one. After making front post DC, chain 1, move to the next. Into this 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 1, move to the next, make a front post double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 1. You continue the same pattern until you reach the desired length of the frock. That is the only different. In these rows, we simply make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. From 5th or 6th row, we simply change 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. This is the only difference between this and that. You can see I continue the same pattern until I reach the length of the frog. You can see in the first round for the cluster I make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. For the second round 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Third round, fourth round, fifth round also I make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. From the sixth round I am going to change like 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So after that I simply follow the same 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Continue like this. Now I am here. Now I am going to finish this. So I am going to join the another color of yarn. So I am going to join this red color. For this, you can see. Now I am here. Now I am going to change my red color yarn like this way. So now I am going to make a slip stitch. Continue the same what we did in previous. Continue the same. Now I'm here. This is the chain 2 space. Now I'm here. Now into this chain space, I'm going to make chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 is counted as 1 double crochet. After making this, make chain 1. So into the same chain space, I'm going to make one more double crochet like this. Normally, in this chain 2 space, we make 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. But now I am going to finish this. Now I am going to border. So I simply make 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet. After this, you can see this is the 3 double crochet in this cluster. Ahead of this 3 double crochet, I am going to make 3 double crochet. You can see this is the first double crochet. Ahead of this I am going to make 1 double crochet. Move to the next. This is the second double crochet of this cluster. Into this I am going to make 1 double crochet. Move to the next. Ahead of this make my third double crochet. Now you get like this. After this you are going to reach this front post double crochet. So before this front post double crochet I make 1 double crochet. Ahead of this front post double crochet I make 1 double crochet. After this I am going to make 1 double crochet. So now we are going to work like this way. So now we are going to reach the next cluster. If you are reaching the cluster means ahead of this 3 double crochet we are going to make 1 double crochet ahead of every double crochet. So like this. 1, 2, then 3. Now I reach this chain 2 space. So make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 more double crochet into the same. After this, continue in this way. In every double crochet ahead of, make 1 double crochet like this. Now we are going to reach this chain 1 space. Into this chain 1 space, we are make 1 double crochet. Ahead of this front post double crochet, make 1 double crochet. Into this, make 1 double crochet. Continue like this way. You can see I simply continue the same pattern for this round. I nearly finished this. To finish this, make a slip stitch into the third chain space. Into the third chain space, I make a slip stitch. Now we simply make 1 double crochet in every chain space. So going to start with chain 3. This chain 3 is counted as 1 double crochet. Move to the next chain space. Into this I am going to make my second double crochet. Move to the next. make 1 double crochet. Continue the same. In every chain space, we simply make 1 double crochet. If you reach this chain 1 space, make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Continue this pattern. You can see now I am going to finish this round. To finish this, I am going to make a slip stitch into the third chain space. After making this, chain 1 and cut the yarn. So now your project is look like this. You can see. Now I am going to show you how can we make this for sleeves and also the neck part. I already make this for one sleeve and neck part. Now I am going to show you another sleeve. For this you can choose any one of the chain space. Into that chain space I am going to insert the hook and I am going to join my red color yarn. You can choose any color, that's your wish. So I am going to join the yarn. After making this chain 1, this chain 1 is counted, so 1 single crochet. Then move to the next chain space. Into this make my another single crochet. Move to the next. Into this I am going to make 1 single crochet. In every chain space you simply make 1 single crochet around the sleeves. You can see I nearly finished this round. To finish this round, I am going to make a slip stitch into the first chain space. Now, one round using single crochet is finished. For the sleeves, I am going to make 2 rounds of single crochet. For the neck part, I simply make 1 round of single crochet. If you are going to work the neck part means, please stop in this step. If you are going to work in the sleeve means, you make 1 more round of single crochet. So I am going to make chain 1. This is count as 1 single crochet. Move to the next chain space. Make my second single crochet. Move to the next. Make third single crochet. Continue the same. To finish this, make a slip stitch into the first chain space. After finishing that, I will show you. You can see now your project is look like this. For the sleeve, I make 2 row of single crochet. For the neck, I simply make 1 row of single crochet. After this, now I am going to attach the ribbon or bow in this place. This is the waistband. In this, I am going to attach the ribbon or like this. Ribbon or bow in this place. For this, going to check the description box. I give the link for this video tutorial. I already make a video tutorial for this, so please check in the description box. After joining this, I'm going to make like this. This is very easy to make. For this, you are going to make a chain 22. After making the chain 22, in every chain space, you simply make 4 double crochet. So if you are going to work like this means you get like this. So I'm going to make 2 of this. So you get like this. I simply joining these two and this ribbon using normal sewing needle. So after joining this, I'll show you what are the next step for this project. You can see using this normal sewing needle, I am going to join this. You can see now our project is ready. It's turned out so well. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel because I need your support. If you dislike means don't hesitate to hit the dislike button and please share your thoughts. What are the reasons for dislike this video? Because that is very important to me for identify and rectify my mistakes. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. I hope all are enjoying in this video. If you like this video, please share your thoughts in comment section. Okay friends, have a nice day. Happy with crochet.